Hello, my name is Cong Thanh and I'm from year 12. I think the first feeling was immediate relief. It wasn't so much joy or pain, it was just relief that I actually am proud of what I've produced after so much effort. And then afterwards, it was a bit of teary eyes, a bit crying, and I got a bit too emotional. But yeah, I was happy overall. In terms of study strategies, I've tried here and there, like plenty and dozens of study strategies. But the one that I found to be the most effective and time effective was that I tried to just skim over the material, and then I would just try to say all the things I remember about the topic on the page, and then I can just go back and see what I've forgotten. And then also past papers, they are massive help. I think a lot of the times when I'm trying to focus and enter that kind of like flow state, either YouTube or some social media thing would try and make me click on it, or in the near end of the exams, I got massive burnout, and that was from like too much studying and not enough giving me that time to rest and enjoy my hobbies. And when burnout happens, it's just you don't want to do anything. You don't have the feeling to eat or wake up or even play games or anything. It's a horrible feeling. I think time and sleep is the best remedy, but also talking to friends, talking to family. I think I got a lot closer with my family over the exam season because they would offer me help with like the chores, the dishes, and then as we help each other, we would talk about our lives, how it's going, and the burnout eventually goes away with time. In terms of academic strategies, I think that my family trusts me a lot in that department. So all they can kind of help me with is reducing that burden. And they normally talk to me about like, remember to take a rest, remember to eat enough food, remember to go out, exercise, you need a good body to have a good mind, that kind of thing. I think the best advice I've received so far is that you have to really pay attention in class, because I think that instead of mindlessly writing notes, you can write notes after the lesson. You can't listen to the lecture after the lesson. And the teachers are very qualified, and they explain the terms and terminology very, very well compared to something like AI or YouTube. I think that all of the SLs that I'm taking, they are very, very similar to IG. So that has been a really nice transition for me. But in terms of the higher levels, the natural sciences and the maths, it has been a massive, massive jump. And it's been very challenging for me, but I'm still handling it pretty well. I think discipline and organization. I think my organization, it used to be just Teams assignments. Like I do not check calendar, I don't check anything. I don't check the notifications from Outlook, I don't check the notifications from Teams, I don't check my chat messages. And now that I'm like a bit older, I start checking things more frequently. I start adding things to my calendar, adding things to my to-do list, and that makes it much more streamlined. And for discipline, I procrastinated a lot less during revision because having deadlines as a sort of motivation causes me to enter a state of I will do this. I will not procrastinate, I will do this. And I managed to focus and get in a lot of work done every study block compared to when I didn't have any deadlines. In terms of study strategies, I'd say there's 3 phases, and there's no just one study strategy for everything. I'd say the 3 phases that you learn a concept, you revise it, and then you do practice papers. For the learning bit, just pay attention in class. That's the best thing you can do, and don't just mindlessly write notes. For revision, I'd say you want to do active recall, which is kind of like teaching it to yourself, or blurting. Either way, I recommend it. And then finally, practice papers is probably the best thing you'll ever do, whether it's writing essays or answering structured questions. I think my goals transition from being solely dependent on grades to more as kind of myself. I've been focusing on myself a lot more recently, so I've been trying to have a balance between my mental health and my academic. I found myself studying every single weekday and not having time to like read my favorite books or play my favorite games. And then I'm trying to balance that with like one free day on Saturdays where I just do all the things I want to do. And I also try to balance my sleep schedule because I cannot sleep too late. Because if you don't sleep, you can't pay attention in class, and that would be contradictory to what I said.